Hey guys, this is Greg and welcome to another Let's Talk. I know that normally I do Let's Talks on Tuesday, but because E3 was yesterday, or at least the most important part for me was yesterday, and I need to really talk about this. So in this Let's Talk, we're basically going to talk about Fallout 76. We're going to talk about what do we know. We're going to talk about what can we safely assume, and then of course what my opinion on this is. The reason I do it like this is because I know that maybe some people just want to only know about these things, and that way they don't have to wait until the end of the video. And I know that I normally don't talk about games like this in a Let's Talk, but again, it's a Let's Talk and I need to talk about this. So first off, what is Fallout 76 and what do we know? Fallout 76 is a spin-off title, basically like Fallout New Vegas and Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, which was that was a game. That was a game, all right. So what do we know? Fallout 76, the map will be 4 times bigger than Fallout 4, which sounds amazing, but it's not really necessarily amazing. I've played a lot of games, like for example, Minecraft and other games that have procedurally generated stuff, or you have games that are just super huge but are so shallow because it just doesn't have anything in it. And I tend to think that this might be the case with this Fallout map. You'll understand later why. So that's the first thing we know. The second thing we know is that it's in West Virginia, and West Virginia is apparently not Virginia. I'm not American, but hey, I know that West Virginia is its own state now. I know now. So that is something we already expected, and yeah, no surprise, it's in West Virginia. The other thing we know is Fallout 76 is online. It's only online, no single player, no private servers. It's online. And before you say, oh, but Todd Howard, I saw it. He said it's solo. You can play solo. Yes, that is correct. You can play Fallout 76 solo. You can also play World of Warcraft solo. You can play Guild Wars solo. You see where I'm heading with this? Just because you can play something solo doesn't mean it's single player. The Division, for example, you can play solo, but once you step into the dark zone, you're fucked. And that's the same with this Fallout. Because every vault dweller is a real person. You will always be with people. So if you expected this Fallout to be co-op or single player, this game might not be for you. It is online only, and you can already tell that I have a problem with this, and I just want you to know that the biggest problem for you, at least if you're gonna buy this, is you need to know that because all of this is on the Bethesda servers, there's no server list, by the way, no private shards, it's always online. Just know that if you buy this game for $60, $70, or whatever the expensive versions are, do know that if this game fails, you will not be able to play this anymore. Once the servers go down, this game is unplayable. So do know that when you buy this game, that there's an extremely high chance, a 100% chance, that one day you will not be able to play this game. So do know that, you know, with Fallout 3, Fallout 4, you know, I can play this game in 40 years and still know that I can play Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout 2, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 1, Fallout Tactics. I know these things. But with this Fallout, it maybe after 5 years you will not be able to play this game. So do know this. The other thing we know is, yes, you can kill each other with nukes.
Yeah, we love dynamic game systems. So we thought, why don't we put multiple nuclear missile sites on the map? And then let all of you do whatever you want with them.
Will your bomb land on a rival camp of degenerates? A random stranger? The local wildlife?
Do you understand this? Not only is it online, you can have nuclear weapons. I'm not talking about the Fat Man, you know, the nuke launcher. I'm talking about full-blown atomic bombs you can launch anywhere on the map. Oh, shit, dude. So do know that if you want to build things with your friends, because you can build anywhere in the map, if you're going to build your settlement, know that there is a chance that a nuclear warhead may or may not land on your vicinity, killing you, your party members, and of course, your entire freaking camp. Are you enjoying this yet? Are you hyped? So those are the things we pretty much know. And if I forgot something, please let me know in the comment section down below. I will pin my own comments explaining things that I might have missed. But this is basically all we know. So to put it in a recap, it's online only. PvP basically only. Nuclear bombs can be used. Did I say always online? Because it's always online. No mods. Absolutely no mods whatsoever, just so you know. Before the people are going to say, oh, but why wouldn't you be able to play with mods? Well, here's the thing. Because it's only on the Bethesda servers, this clearly states that you cannot use mods. For example, Rust, Conan Exiles. Let's go with Conan Exiles. Conan Exiles is a game you can have private servers and you can have mods. However, when your server has mods, only people can join that have the exact same mods. But that's because you can have a private server. With this, there are no private servers. There are no server lists. Yes, you have Hunger and Thirst, by the way. Just so you know, it's survival. There are no mods. The only mods that are likely to be in the game will be from the Bethesda store, aka the Creation Club, aka paid mods, which at this point will be microtransactions and maybe even pay-to-win elements. So do know this, if you love mods, if you like story, and if you like everything that basically makes Fallout, and you're hoping for that, this might not be the game for you. So now let's go into speculation. Again, the mods, it's not really speculation at this point. It's pretty much common sense that there will not be any mods. Again, no single player, that's not speculation. This is what Todd Howard said. However, another speculation that I do have is that there will be no quests in the game whatsoever. No quests whatsoever. And before you start typing, but he said quest, yes. Quest. Not quests. Quests. And what is the quest that the Overseer gives you? Reclaim West Virginia. aka go out and just build your camps. That's it. That's the quest. That is the quest. There are not going to be any quests. And the reason for this is very simple. You can nuke everywhere on the map. A quest giver cannot really give quests if it got nuked to shit, okay? Did I tell you about the goddamn nukes? How could that ever backfire? Anyway, so there are likely not going to be any quests. If there are going to be quests, it is extremely likely that you have fetch quests or like super simple quests like you have in Ark or Conan Exiles. So, you know, if you played Ark, if you played Conan Exiles, that's what you can expect. And if you never played those games, basically what a quest is in that type of game is grab 5 leaves from point A to point B. That's basically it. That's literally it. Again, later today, Todd Howard will have a Q&A, and maybe I'd be wrong with this, and I really hope I am wrong. But for now, this is what we can assume. Again, if I have any updated information, I'll let you know in the comment section down below. So again, no quests. This is heavy speculation, but it's a 50-50 chance. This is a Rust game. This is Rust. And I'm not saying this trying to sound bad, but this is literally what Rust is. This is Fortnite. This is Rust. This is Ark. You build your base. You have your friends. You grief and troll others. And that's it. That's it. And here's the thing. Do know that if you do not buy this game at day one, there is a very likely big ass chance that you will get your ass handed to you the moment you leave the vault. Because here's the thing. We have all played these games. So I think this is safe to assume, not even speculation at this point anymore. It's safe to assume that you will have assholes who grief, who troll, who just want to annoy others, who destroys buildings just because it's fun. You will have people that will roleplay as the Enclave. By the way, if you have not played Fallout 1, spoilers alert, you know, you open the vault door and you see assholes, 9 of them, with Brotherhood of Steel armor, screaming through their shitty-ass microphones, I'm the Enclave! I'm the Enclave! And then they start shooting you with a fucking minigun. And then fucking blast you with a goddamn nuke! Because you can have nukes in the game! Did I mention that? So yeah, that's a very likelihood. You know, for the people who play Ark, who play Conan Exiles and stuff like that, you already know this, so, you know, this is just for the people who don't play these games, okay? Okay? So here's the thing. That's pretty much the speculation. There's no quests and a lot of griefing and trolling. Yeah, that's basically it. Oh yeah! Microtransactions, paid mods. So anyways, so that's basically all I have to say about what we know and what we can speculate. But now let's go into the territory of how do I feel about this and why do I feel the way I feel about this. So as you probably already can tell, I'm not excited for this whatsoever. First off, let me explain. The first Fallout game that I played was Fallout 3. I bought that game on the Xbox 360 and I have over 600 hours on that game. I played everything. I was a completionist with that game. I loved it. It was my first, you know, look into Fallout. Then Fallout New Vegas came. I played that and I loved it. I loved it even more than Fallout 3. After that, I bought Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics. I basically bought all the Fallouts except for Fallout Brotherhood, which was on the Xbox 360, I think, which was a shitty-ass game. It was really Ebola. So I played all the Fallouts, basically. And then I played Fallout 4. And I was disappointed with this because Fallout 4 was dumbed down. The dialogue system was, you know, it used to be that you have a ton of choice. Your choices mattered and you could actually see what your character was going to say. With Fallout 4, your options were yes, no, maybe, sarcasm. I had enough problems with that because one time I thought, okay, this option will clearly de-escalate the goddamn situation. And what happened? It made shit fucking worse because my character was saying shit I didn't even want him to say. So yeah. But luckily, there were mods, dialogue mods, fixing the goddamn game. Because that's the thing with a Bethesda game. Modders are the ones fixing the goddamn game every single time. I liked Fallout 4 eventually with the mods, but it's not my favorite. Fallout 76 scares me. Fallout 4 is a dumbed down cousin of the other Fallout. It's like he's like a little bit slow, you know. Fallout 4, he's a nice person, but he's a little bit slow in the head, okay? That's what Fallout 4 is. He's a little bit slow, you know, just do some modifications and we'll be fine. Fallout 76, however, is more of 6 generations of inbreeding compared to Fallout 4. And before, like, here's the thing, right? These are my opinions, and I'll explain why I feel like this. Again, I know that there are people that will feel differently, and that's fine. Like, if you like those types of games, I really hope that you're super hyped for it, and I really hope that you'll have a lot of fun with the game. So just know that I'm just giving my opinion, and if you have a different opinion, that's fine. Like, I just really hope that if you buy the game, I hope that you have fun with it. I'm just saying that. Just please don't get angry because I have a different opinion than you, because that's just pretty sad. So the reason I say it's pretty much inbreeding is because the thing with Fallout for me was its rich story, its amazing gameplay. The gameplay wasn't that amazing, let's be honest. But, you know, the story, the lore, the quests, the environment, all these things coming together, all the little bits and pieces that you don't see on the map that you can figure out. That is what Fallout is. And now what they did was they ripped out the core essentials of what makes a Fallout game. And they slapped multiplayer on it. That is why I'm not happy with this. This is the first Fallout game that I will not buy. Simply because I don't find joy in games like this. I've played Ark, I've played DayZ, I've played Conan Exiles. And Conan Exiles was pretty fun. I will admit that. I played all these games. And I know that it's just not a game for me. And I know that there are some people that simply love the idea of Ark in a Fallout skin. And I really hope that you will enjoy this. I really honestly do. But for me, it's just something I won't buy. It's something I cannot support because it's something I just don't find fun. I don't like dumbed down games. And again, this is more of a dumbed down, casual, simple-minded game. And I just, before you start screaming at me, let me goddamn explain what I mean with this. I don't mean that people who like this game or this type of game are dumb or stupid. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, let's be honest, it's one of those games where you can sit down, you can just turn your brain off and just start shooting everybody. That's the type of game this is. And that can be a lot of fun. Like, I played a lot of Call of Duty because of that reason. I love just turning off my brain and just shooting everybody. It's fine. It's just fucking fun. But not necessarily with Fallout, and not necessarily in the style that it's going. I just don't like that. I like single player games because I like story. I like complexity. I like to think. I like to be like, oh shit, that just happened? I like those things. I love emotions in games. I don't like having Mr. Big Dick or Fuckboy 69, I fucked your mom, scream at the headset saying, oh, I'm the Enclave, I'm gonna rape you, rape, 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 and then throw the N-bombs a few times because, oh, it's so edgy to say the N-word, dab on the ends, dab, 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 like, you know, you're gonna have racist shit, you're gonna have abusive shit, you're gonna have people say, oh, I'm gonna rape you because you're a girl, oh, I'm gonna jack off to you, you know this is gonna happen, you know that the female people, the female population who are gonna play this game will be sexually harassed in this game by fucking idiots, and that's just the truth of it. These are things that are gonna happen. If you sound Asian, you're gonna hear ching 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 ping ping pong ting ting ching chong. If you're a black person, you're gonna hear the N-word a fuck ton of times. And that is the problem I have. That is a problem. Unless they say, you know, they don't have any voice chat in the game, then that's already a bit better, because that way you don't have those abusive things. Because I know games like that are just very toxic. I've been called a faggot. I've been called a ching chong, ching ding ding ping pong after they knew that I was Asian and stuff like that. I know girls who have been called a slut, a whore, a cunt because they are female. And that is the shit I just don't want that in Fallout. Like, every other fucking gaming community, I don't give a shit about that. I don't give a shit about Call of Duty. I don't give a shit about Ark. I don't give a shit about all those games. But the Fallout community, the Fallout game was the only place where you didn't have to deal with this nonsense. And now you're going to have to deal with this bullshit. Because let's be honest, the people who are going to buy this game, a lot of them will probably just not even be Fallout fans, but just like the idea of just fucking nuking people. It hurts me because Fallout was the series that helped me through a lot of rough times. It helped me escape from people, just to not deal with people's nonsense. And unfortunately now it's a shame, but it is what it is. Again, this is not a mainline series. This is a spin-off. They can do whatever they want. And, you know, it's good that they experiment with this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really happy that they experiment. I kind of wish they didn't with this style, but, you know, it's good that they experiment. It's always good to try new things because who knows, you know, if you don't try new things, your game can get stale and might die out. And you don't want that as a Fallout fan or a fan of any franchise. I just don't want to wait 6-7 years for a new Fallout game. And unfortunately, that's what it's going to be. And I really hope that it will not be as shitty and dumbed down as Fallout 4. Because Fallout 4 was already super dumbed down. So that was basically my rant about Fallout 76. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hope that it will fail. I really secretly do hope that it will fail big time. And the reason I say this is not because I don't want people to enjoy it. It's because if this game succeeds, if this is profitable, this will become the new norm. And for the people saying, oh, no, it's just a one-time thing. That's what they said about microtransactions. Microtransactions turned into fucking loot boxes. Call of Duty axed their goddamn single-player story that they always had. If something like Call of Duty that always had a story, a campaign, can axe that shit, who says Bethesda won't do another Fallout 5, a whoop-de-boop Fortnite fuck around battle royale mode? So that's why I kind of hope that the game fails. But on the other hand, I hope that the people who play the game, I really hope that they'll have a lot of fun. Because if there's one thing that I hate is when you gatekeep. You know, I love Fallout. And if people can experience Fallout in a different way than I can, but still have fun with it, I really hope that they do. I really do. And I know that there are people that always wanted a Fallout Online. And I really hope it's the game that you like. But for me, it's not. I don't like this nonsense. I just want single player or maybe even co-op. But just taking out the core elements of what makes a Fallout game, that's not Fallout. You can't make the next Battlefield a kart racer and say it's Battlefield. But of course there are people out there that love this. And I just have to wait until the next Fallout. And that is fine. And I'm really happy to know that, or at least I really hope that those who play the game, that they have a lot of fun. Because just because I don't like something doesn't mean nobody should. And that is something, unfortunately, not every Fallout fan feels the same with. Because I've seen Fallout fans screaming at people for enjoying the idea, saying that they're idiots and stuff like that. And that's not what you're supposed to do. That's toxic community, and don't be toxic. People can have different opinions. People can have things that they like and they don't like. For now, it's a spin-off title. And at least we know Starfield will be single player. We don't know if Elder Scrolls 6 will be single player though, because they did not say that. But there are enough games out there. It just sucks because Fallout was the only game franchise that I always loved. So, you know, it's shit like this happens. It's fine. You know, the Fallout Brotherhood of Steel was also very aged and shit and nobody liked it anyway. You know, if Bethesda tries and fails or tries and succeeds, it's the fact that they try. And that's important because if you don't try new things, your franchise will die. So yeah, no mods, no nothing. I'm gonna end this video here before I keep ranting. So anyways, guys, I really hope you learned something from this. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm pretty sure this will have a lot of dislikes because nowadays people cannot handle someone else's opinion without being an asshole, unfortunately. I just hope that people understand that, you know, just because you like something or just because you don't like something, it doesn't mean that others are assholes or idiots for liking or not liking something. So anyways, guys, just Greg saying out. Real love you guys, and I'll see you next time. This is the weirdest Let's Talk I've ever done. Yeah.